And we're being joined now by Coach Milano. Coach, let's get into Saturday's game against Mount St. Mary's. The team started off very well and had a hard time adjusting to them in the second half. Looking at some of their players like Brianna Gautier and Leah Westbrook, who had scored 10 points more in that game. What did you see that was a troubling factor for the team?
Well, like you said, we started off strong in the beginning, and they opened up in man-to-man. And a lot of teams do have trouble at times with us against man. We've got a lot of different sets. It becomes difficult to scout, and we do execute them relatively well. They made an adjustment going into zone defense, and we just got very stagnant. Did not move the ball around well, did not move the ball inside out well, that being off the dribble or off of the pass into the post. So we were relying on jump shots, got cold, weren't hitting, one and done, and that will change the whole dimension of a game right there.
Talk to us about, obviously, your forwards. Kendra Williams and Cecilia Harold had a little bit of a hard time on Westbrook. Now, into tonight's game, Jen Bender leading their team and scoring about 15 points per game for her. What kind of defense is this team going to have to play against a Monmouth team that plays very well defense, but their offense, they're having a hard time scoring this season?
Well, it will be the same focus as it was as far as Mount St. Mary's was concerned. They are great penetrators, and they are great offensive rebounders. Now, we did not do a good job of either of those jobs in the last game. We will be playing zone tonight, much more zone than you saw us play against Mount on Saturday. But even with that, you still need to contain, and playing zone can actually make it even harder to box out at times. So hopefully we will be able to get both of those jobs done, but that will be our go-to defense for tonight.
As far as with Monmouth, with them being the number one defensive team in the NAC, and actually they're ranked in the top of the NCAA, what kind of offensive schemes are you going to have to run on them? I'm sure they're going to want to double team on the Cara Airs. What kind of outlets are you going to be looking for today?
Well, we talked about their physical style of play and their aggressive defense right from Sunday, and I actually told them go home and when you're going to bed tonight, dream about that, because you need to be mentally prepared to come in here today and have it be a physical game. Grab you, hold you, go at you hard. So I think our upperclassmen who have they know what to expect from a Monmouth. They will be ready for it. We're going to have to see how our younger kids will be able to, adjust to that physical style of play. But that will be a key, us taking care of the ball, handling their pressure, which, we have shown in the past we have had difficulty with. And hopefully we will be able to stay disciplined, stay poised, and run our sets.
Stephanie Gately comes back to Brooklyn. She's coach over at LIU, so a bit of a rivalry, I guess, with the LIU St. Francis now with her being at Monmouth. She runs with two freshmen, Alexis Scott and Alexis Kennedy. They're more of a push players as far as being complete players, where you see like a Jen Bender who can go back and forth. I know Lakia Barber. Is it going to be more to push on the freshmen than the upperclassmen and see what they have in conference play?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's what the team is doing as a whole, and who their go-to players are. Those are two talented freshmen. They're starting. They're playing a lot of minutes. But, the focus point for them on offense is still their inside game with Bender. So I'm hoping that the freshmen, will make some freshman mistakes, and hopefully our defense can do a good job of, even if we're in zone, still pressuring them. But like I said, they're all very capable of putting the ball on the floor, and they all crash the boards very well. So not just one specific person. This is what we need to do to shut them down as a team on defense.
All right, before we let you go, Cara Airs is 39 points away from that 1,000 mark. I know we keep talking about it. Next couple games are with LIU and then Quinnipiac and then the TV game. Are the plays going towards her to try and get her to get 1,000 quicker, or is it just, if she's open, just let her keep shooting?
Yeah, no, we would never just, try to get the ball to her so she can score this. Actually, no one has even talked about it, and I think that's the way you go, because then you get too focused on that and not so much the task at hand, and us just playing our game and playing the way we usually play. I'm not going to be surprised if Kara reaches that milestone in the next couple of games. Even when teams have doubled her and put the pressure on her, she has still managed to be averaging 19 points. So we know it's going to happen soon, and it will be a great accomplishment. And
not just for Kara's accomplishment, but like I said, team one more win for 50 for you. Been here, like you said, 5.5 years. As a coach, that must be pretty special, hitting those milestones. What is this one going to mean to you?
Well, I mean, of course, on the books it's a milestone, but just as far as where we are trying to get this program and maintain this program, and just struggling this year. Yes, that's wonderful to hear, but we have so much more that we want to do and win so many more games in the regular season to put us in position where we can finally be considered one of the top four, your top five teams, and really have a strong shot at the playoffs. So I can't really be focusing too much on that right now, especially just with the way this season has been starting off. Hopefully going into the new year here, we will turn this around and get a lot more wins under our belt.
All right, that was Coach Milano. When we come back, Jamal will have the keys to the game. St. Francis will take on Monmouth in just a moment.